So, because we homeschool, I feel it is my given right to enroll my children in every VBS for every week of the summer. Because it's a trade, and my son's like, you're just trying to get rid of us. I'm like, no, if I was trying to get rid of you, I'd put you in school, and I'd be at Starbucks for 180 days a year. I'm taking what we call a break. And so I drive, the normal mode of operandi, I used to drive around, look for reader board signs, and then go to church, make sure that, they're all checked out, spiritually, and ship them off. Strangers are unmet friends, right? So we do that, and it's unbelievable. We can't go into a store now without my kids going, I know that kid from VBS. See how many friends you have? So popular. So we do all these VBSs, and they get all the shirts and everything, and so a lot of the VBSs, they will hand out a free Bible if you accept the Lord, because they want to encourage the kids in their spirituality. And so I tend to be very, very frugal, and it has been passed down in a sort of worked way, I think, to my kids, because they think anything free should be gathered and kept. So what I realized is they began to accept Jesus everywhere they went because the Bible was free. So they would, and there's 4 of them, so they would all come home with all these Bibles. You have to stop accepting Jesus, you're fine. Do they have like salvation issues? No, it's a free Bible. You raise your hand, I'm like, here's a gift. Stop it. We don't need them, we can open a library. So a couple summers ago, I warned them, like, listen, no more accepting Jesus. We're done. You're saved. No more Bibles. We're covered, right? So my daughter comes home from VBS Monday, and she's, guess what, Mommy? My leader asked me if I wanted to accept Jesus as my Savior, and I said, no way. My mom said, don't do it. Their children to accept Jesus. A lot of these churches, they give out the free t-shirts at the VBS, and I sent them last summer to this one somewhere in Edmonds. I remember the address, I remember seeing the reader board and pulling over, and so they all had these bright red t-shirts, and it was like 200 kids, and so I go to pick them up, and it's just mayhem. And you drop them off in individual classrooms, but then you pick them up. They've got them all like in this holding tank. And I think it's a sanctuary, but it's so transformed that it's hard to tell. And there's like 200 kids everywhere. And so I'm looking for my kids, and I spot my son from behind. And because I think I'm funny, I go up to him, and I grab him by the back of his neck, and I go, all right, son, party's over. You're coming with me. And his head cranes around, and I noticed, that's not my son. But his shirt looks surprisingly like my son's and the other 198 children in the building. And he looks at me, and I let go, and he just shoots off. Never to be seen again. So, check before you threaten is the lesson there. And I drop my kids out the next day, and my son's like, did you try and kidnap anybody today?